first down. Ayers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you've put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Come on. Line 55. Line 55. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Go. Line 55.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Faking the give, now Watson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check, check. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch your leg.
Out of the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jenkins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
From the red zone now, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll run on 1st down. Ayers. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Don't get nervous. Hey, 43, 43, 15. 55,
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's King. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Set. 19. 44 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Watch the pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They're going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. Mahomes fighting Hill for a big play. And even 60 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On this one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throw left side complete. That's King. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
That's going to be a long day. 24.
Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's King. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson forced out to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On the return, it's King.
Let's go,
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's QT. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Check 55 to Mike. Yellow.
On 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. Butker's kick here is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The final shot before the break. Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now he's going to use his legs. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I'm going to hit you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's got this down to the 35. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kiki QT, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together Charles and... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 32 on the play.
Let's go!
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Now, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll run on first down. Ayers. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
15.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
55, right there in the middle.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get on him.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught at the 20. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. That's complete, right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
26. Mike's Fofo.
Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
55, 55. Eat. What we got?
Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Texans 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turn. Over there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Hey, dribble it.
55, Mike 55. Hey, tight.
Hey, check right.
Alpha. 55. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 55 is my guy. 55.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Mahomes, and it's complete to Kelsey. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Get set. Play team.
It's been a long day.
Hey, alert, alert.
Joker.
Watson on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Get set. Play team.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
On first down, Watson. And he fires one incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play deep.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard
31.
line.
Kill, turn up.
Watson now to throw. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Down, he's coming. And let's go.
He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
40 seconds. 19. Check. 29.
Mike's both.
Watson. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively. They choose to use those. 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Yellow.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't